It's a picturesque afternoon for football in the Northeast, and EA Sports comes to you from MetLife Stadium, just across the Hudson River from New York City. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very in the victory over Baltimore.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
26, Mike. 26,
Gone. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
180. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. In your face.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 21.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin, and it is incomplete. They had a defender running right with him, and now it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Janovich, his second touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down, Elliott once more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open here, Adam Thielen. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now it's gone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, gone. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now gone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Hurts. This one complete to Scott Miller. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Scotty Miller as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, gone. And that is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Miller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Andy Janovich, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Basham in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. That is caught by Thielen. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Goff on 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Goff. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. One last throw here for Goff. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.